It's let's start over.
Okay.
Let me calm down for a minute.
Okay.
Hey folks, today is May 14th, 5:04 p.m. My name is James, and let's take a look and see what happened today. So kind of what I thought was going to happen, or what I hoped would happen, happened. The S&P yesterday closed below this support, but right at the 100-day, and we got a nice gap up and rebound, though it didn't quite follow through as well. There was a bit of selling came in at the close. Still, it did push us back above the support, which is really, really good because that's like a major support right now. So it's good to see that it held. NASDAQ kind of did the same thing. Touched this yesterday, gapped up and rebounded to the upside. That's good too. We're going to hold that support for now. I'm still in wait and see mode. Let's see what this market does. Although there's a lot of stock patterns that look really, really good. And so that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't think we're going to see a major sell down, where we're going to bust through these support levels, cut through the 100-day and a 200-day on the NASDAQ, for example, and keep going lower. I just don't think it's going to happen. Same thing with the S&P. If we cut this, if we cut through that and keep going, obviously we'll cut the 100, cut the 200, we'll just keep falling, and there'll be another. There'll have to be another support down below that stops it, hopefully. But I don't think any of that's going to happen. I wanted to show this here too. This is a weekly chart of the S&P 500. We're still in a bull market, an overall bull trend. Back here's 2009. This is the major support right here. We're way above that. We did come close to it here with this dip that took place in December. The lowest lows took us really close to it, and the 200 week moving average it touched as well, and we bounced off. So the overall bull market is still in place, but you can see how we started to really pull away from this, and we probably risked ending up parabolic even, because it could have gone like this, and then who knows, we might have gone an even sharper angle if it kept going. So the pullback was really, really needed, and you can see even here. And there's lots of times previously where we've touched this line. There's another one here, and obviously back there. So there's there, and now here. It's good that we pull back and touch that line and bounce up and start to climb again. So the bull trend is still in place in the overall market, and this is just a period of uncertainty, a period of consolidation, a period of pullback that we just got to go through. Let's go to the list. Oh, before I do that, I didn't show this yesterday. We're not having a sale. The oscillator, we were way oversold after the sell down yesterday, 57.9. That is a reading from yesterday after it sold down. And then we had the bounce today. So that makes sense. We were oversold, now we rebounded. I don't have the reading for today, but most likely it's just a little less oversold now. But that's good. We got to oversold and then we bounced. So again, we'll just have to wait and see what the market does and see if we can start to get some consolidation, build something to take us higher again, and hopefully continue to have better news out of the trade talks and stuff, so we don't get these negative hits that just kind of tank everything. Let's go to the list. I just found this guy. This is a beautiful ascending triangle. Look at that. It's boom, over 71.38 would be a breakout. Oh, that looks nice. MDB, again, still in the pattern, holding it really, really well. I had this guy on StockTwits earlier in the day, right before the open, because the earnings were gapping it up. And it opened gap down and then took off and tanked but it's still within, it closed within the pattern. See, it touched the lower line and still rebounded. So I could keep an eye on that one, and if it can build its way back over that, that should be a buy because the earnings were pretty good. CRM, I adjusted the line a little bit just to include the lows there because it's bouncing off that. So still forming the ascending triangle. DOMO still within this little, now I would say it's a big bull flag at this point, still within there. Spotify dipped a little below the lower line, but still closed back in the pattern. Looks really good. If Spotify would ever decide to move, that's the other part of that one. AYR still within its pattern, still looks pretty good. Chipotle, this looks really, really nice. Now I adjusted the line yesterday because of the low, but then it bounced off and came back up. So definitely that is the lower line now. But that looks really, really nice. You can just see this straight across resistance there, and now we're starting to build up from the bottom. Oh, I know it's expensive, but take what you can get because I think that thing's actually going to move. Now is building out kind of a channel here now. I raised the line here a bit to encompass the whole thing. Looks pretty good. Nice rebound today too off the lower line. So you can see how a lot of these stocks, they've got really nice big patterns, which is what I want to see, but we don't have a market that will let them go. But as long as they stay in those patterns and we wait, then those suckers should move, and they're going to move really nice. If as long as the market doesn't turn over, just tank. These stocks are really, really nice. Shopify, I've adjusted this. Obviously, these pullbacks are not good, but it got downgraded. Most likely got downgraded so they could buy it because it got bought. Manipulation, right? So I readjusted the lines here. This looks good to create a symmetrical triangle. If it can bounce back up, touch the line, maybe pull back again and go back up again. I think that looks pretty good. I do think Shopify is going to go higher. It's just too strong. Obviously, it's going to react to the gap downs and the news and stuff, but you can see it being bought up after those moves. People are just taking advantage of lower prices. I think it's going to move really, really well eventually. Palo Alto is not in good shape. I'm probably going to have to remove that because it's not, well, spinning top might get it back in there. We'll see. I'll give it another couple days. It might get back in the pattern and then still just, stay within the channel there. Match was down a bit today, but that's fine because it's had so much upside and it held up pretty good. So see what that does. So again, with Match, my stop would be down there at break even. I would still be sitting there. It needs a little bit more room. I don't like this. This was a little pennant, you could say, that it broke out of, but I still wouldn't buy it there yet. I would like to see it clear that area a bit further before I move my stop. TW is still trying to go higher. That looks really nice. Didn't really even react to the downside we had. That thing seems pretty strong. PI, I've adjusted these lines. Now we've still got an ascending triangle forming. We'll see how it builds its way back up if it does. HUBS is still forming. Look at that. It seems messy to me. I mean, I could probably still take this line and tighten it up to here, and that might look a little better, except that it's dipped a couple times, but still closed within the pattern. It's still a bull flag. It still looks pretty good, and it was really strong coming out of here. So we'll just wait and see. I'll leave that line there. That looks a lot better actually. COUP is along the same lines. Again, you could take this line and I could adjust it more like this and put it in here, and then, oops, and maybe that looks a little better. And then you just kind of, allow it to dip out a couple times. Oh, that looks a lot tighter. That looks nice. Those two stocks are good. I mean, those flags should take it higher. And they're starting to get pretty long, so they're almost turning into little channels. Look really good. ZM, that's starting to be a bit messy. I might have to take that one out. I don't really see a good valid pattern, except for that it has highs here that have held it down. Earnings in June though, so give it time and it might get up there. I could probably draw lines here even, but I'd like to see a couple more days of action and see how it reacts to the overall market. OSIS, look at that. Just found this guy. Nice channel, earnings pop into an ascending triangle. That looks really good. 105 would be the breakout from there. This is Pinterest. Its earnings are May 16th after the market. That's in a couple days. But there's a clear line right there holding it down. It's right there though. It might break out before then. If it does, I would not buy it before earnings, but if it can stay in there, maybe come down again and then approach again before the earnings actually come out, and then the earnings take it out, that'd be the best option. But yeah, there's definitely a line there holding it down. So when it crosses that, preferably after earnings, that would be a buy. FNKO, this kind of looks messy. There was a gap up into a drop. It tried to break on a Friday, but got sent back in. And then obviously everything tanked with everything else on Monday. But this is an ascending triangle. And it was bought today, so if it can get some more momentum back and actually break out and consistently break out and climb from there, that should be a buy too. I think it's 2250. No, let me get my alert here. FNKO 2250. Yeah, that's the right breakup point. 2250. So yeah, that's it. I love the way this thing looks. I just found this guy. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. It's just a raw materials company like metals or coal or something like that. But wow, does that look good? So yeah, I'm still waiting to see what this market's actually going to do over the next couple of days. We had some positive trade talk today, but I hate those down days. You get a tweet or one news piece out of China and the whole thing just comes down. Really hard to keep a consistent trade going with that kind of action. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm still waiting and seeing what's going to happen. I haven't taken any trades. So many of these that I have in this list still look really, really good. So if we could just get positive upside that doesn't get interrupted, we'll get some really nice breakouts. So that's it. This is Tuesday. I'll have another video tomorrow. See you then.